Sheikh will be a turning point in the climate change issue, and hailing Egypt's role being the first developing country to adopt decisive decisions concerning climate change. Meanwhile, Foreign Minister Sameh Shukri received on Saturday the Executive Secretary of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, Patricia Espinosa, in the presence of Minister of Environment Dr. Yasmin Fouad, at the meeting, which comes within the light of Egypt's hosting the UN Climate Conference COP27 set in Sharm el-Sheikh in November, tackle files related to the issues of climate changes and challenges. As part of its daily campaigns to control markets, the Interior Ministry said on Saturday it managed in the past 24 hours to confiscate more than 1,092 tons of commodities through 130 supply cases. The ministry said that regarding hidden food commodities, 428 tons were also confiscated, in addition to 105,500 tons of supplied flour and 558 tons of overpriced food commodities at selling. Under the directives of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and being keen to bring back stranded Egyptians during the Ukrainian crisis, or the Red Cross Crescent said the first international relief team to Romania. Minister of Social Solidarity Dr. Navin Qabbaj, the deputy head of the Red Cross Association, said that the file of the Ukrainian-Russian crisis is a priority for Egypt in the framework of its keenness on the Egyptian citizen safety and security anywhere in the world. Conflict raged northwest of Kiev on Saturday, and other cities were encircled and under heavy shelling, while Ukrainian officials said fighting and threats of Russian air attacks were endangered attempted evacuations. We have more details.
Conflict raged northwest of Kiev on Saturday, and other cities were encircled and under heavy shelling, whilst Ukrainian officials said fighting and threats of Russian air attacks were endangering attempted evacuations. Deputy Prime Minister Irina Vereshchuk had said the government planned to use agreed humanitarian corridors out of the besieged southern port city of Mariupol, as well as towns and villages in the region of Kiev, Sumy and other areas. But the governor of the Kiev region said fighting and threats of Russian air attacks were continuing during evacuation attempts, and the Donetsk region's governor said constant shelling was complicating bringing aid into Mariupol. An advisor to the Ukrainian presidency said earlier that 79 evacuation buses and 2 trucks with humanitarian cargo had left for Sumy on Saturday. A video released by the deputy head of the Ukrainian presidential administration showed buses and trucks also leaving for Mariupol. At least 1,582 civilians in the Mariupol region have been killed as a result of Russian shelling in the 12-day blockade. The city council said in an online statement on Friday it was not possible to verify casualty figures. Air raids blared across most Ukrainian cities on Saturday morning, urging people to seek shelters.